There's something inherently fulfilling about creating things. Guru of the gutter, stutter stepping past your weapon. Slash and stash it near the trash in the hood that you be reppin'. I'm underground like doomsday preppin', turning spines into shrines with the bodies I'm collecting. You couldn't beat me with mystics and mages. Your days are numbered like calendar pages. Haters gonna hate, homie, that's how it goes. So now my girl dyes her hair with the blood of my foes. Where's it go from here? Who knows? Freestyling this prose off the dome, it lets you roam. I'm roaming and it's glowing. I don't know. Fuck, see, I fucking suck. But that was fun. Am I Eminem? Nah. Being creative is fun, man, even if you're not great at it. It's the process that's fun when you're kind of sitting there zoning out, figuring it out. Sometimes you're in a flow state, sometimes you're frustrated. It encompasses kind of what it's like to live life and be a human. You don't even have to show anybody. Nobody ever has to see it. One of the cool things about being creative is you can take something from your mind and get it out onto paper or wood or canvas or in song form. Everybody should pursue something creatively. Something starts with create. You could probably fill in the rest. It's such a cool feeling making something. It's not if it turns out. If it does, that's totally cool. It's a bonus. You feel really good inside making stuff. Even if it's not going great, there might be moments of, this sucks, but we all have that. Even us people who are mildly accomplished artists. Until you do something creative, whether it turns out, you don't realize that most artists love creating because of the process of creating. The zen-like flow state mixed with the fucking frustration and all the other shit. It's really neat making stuff that didn't exist before, that was just in your imagination, and then it's out on paper. And even if it sucks, you still created, you still tried, you still did it. You don't have to show anybody if you hate it. And you can start with your mom and your best friend and slowly build from there if you want to put your stuff out there. And if you don't, you just do it for yourself. I think creativity is the closest form to godliness or whatever. Plus, making art is like a cool release valve for stuff. We all have emotions we can't process. We all see the world in some ways that just doesn't fit into normal conversation all the time. Or you don't want any feedback on what you think, you just want to have it out there. And art's a great way to do that. Because if you put out a painting, even if the subject matter is controversial, it's a done piece of art. Nobody can say shit. You created this art, it's out there. People can be offended or have something to say about it, that they're against it, but it's a done piece of art, and that's kind of cool. It's not a conversation where you're trying to express this feeling and they can cut off your words, and it's a back and forth. That's why under totalitarian governments or authoritative rules, book burning and destroying art and music is one of the first things they do, because that represents culture. That's what's so cool about graffiti. You have the rigid structure of society, corporate faceless buildings. It signals to the world, hey, we're here too. It's not just these buildings. They create these buildings, these structures that are cold and basic and faceless, but we come around and decorate the outside, so when people look at it, whether they know it or not, it gives the building the flavor of, hey, there's us little people here too, we're decorating. You might build this fucking big $billion shit, but I can come along with some spray cans and some talent and a vision, and I can change it into something cool that's actually lets people know there's still humans on this planet that are outside this crazy gray gross system you built. And I think that's super cool. That's why art seems to be so important to us. That's why tattoos are so huge. Art isn't necessary for our survival. You can't eat it. You can't procreate with it. It's been inherently important to all cultures. Everybody has art, music, rhythm. Whether it's tribes in Africa, indigenous people here in Canada, or down in the States, in the Amazon jungle, down in South America, people like to dance. They like rhythm. They like music. We have evidence of primitive cave paintings all the way up to the Mona Lisa, graffiti art. Like, art is important. I think everybody can contribute, even if it's just for the feeling of creating. If you don't want people to see it, it's still important. And I think it's really cool for people to do. People could connect with you without small talk and without even you being around, just by looking at something you made. For one, it shows that you had the courage to make it. People can see your art in your house or somebody's house and, oh, who made that? Where'd you get that? Oh, that's so and so that did it. It's like, oh wow, that's cool. I could never do that. Making art would be so scary. That's so brave to, that should exist. So even if people don't resonate with the imagery, they can resonate with the fact that you had the courage to build it, and they will, and that's a super cool thing. It's just cool to be able to connect with the world by creating something, and then it connects with people even when you're not around. That's pretty cool, man. I think that's super cool. I'm by no means famous. I've got a little bit of a local following, but that's about it. But that's still good enough for me, man. My art's gonna live past me being dead, and I think that's kind of cool in its own way. You don't have to create to try to change the world or change culture. It can happen, and that's super cool too, but that's not necessarily why you have to do it or should do it. It's cool to create art because the alternative is letting all these ideas you have dissolve inside you to never be seen. It's such an awesome form of self-expression. Music, interpretive dance, art, acting, it's all cool, even if you fucking suck. Even if you just run around your living room and do shit and pretend you're an Iron Maiden or fucking whatever, pretend you're Taylor Swift. That's kind of fun in its own right. Don't get caught in the trap that the purpose of art is the finished product. It's the journey. It's tapping into the creative force. It's just being proud of yourself that you made something that was just an idea and now it's a physical, tangible thing you can hold or look at or listen to. It might take you lots of time to get confident enough to let people see it, but that's okay. That's part of the journey too, man. You have something to say inside you creatively. You have something to say inside you creatively. You have something to say. You have something going. You have things going inside. You have things going on in your mind that you can express creatively, and that's super cool. You don't have to be fucking Van Gogh or Michelangelo. I'll end it by saying this. If you have the desire to create or to act or to dance or to do anything, just do it. And you'd be surprised with the level, and you'd be surprised at the level of confidence you can build and you'll be surprised at the level of competence and you'll be surprised at the level of confidence you can build, and you'd be surprised at the level of confidence